Today we're baking. Yeah, bake. Bam, bam, bam. Just hit the button and boom. You think it's done. But if you want all your hard work on the high poly to show up clean in the game, you gotta plan this stage from the start. And unless you are not Mr. Wolf from Pulp Fiction who loves fixing disasters, stick around, this one's worth it. Make sure you check the previous video on Mutoboto and UVs, and let's roll. First up, normal map compensation. Look at this area here. The low poly is fully smooth, so you see this dark gradient on the edge? That's how default polygon shading blends surfaces. Meanwhile, the high poly that you're baking off has flat surfaces and crisp edges. When you look at the normal map, you'll see color gradients where the shading is trying to compensate for that difference. So if you ignore those dark spots in the default shading, you'll end up with visual artifacts. You gotta plan your shading early and split where needed. Next, symmetry elements. When you've got mirrored parts, keep the geometry connected to the main mesh, but shift the mirrored UVs so they share the same texture space without overlapping projection. Then, the cage. Baking tools all work similarly. They duplicate the low poly and push the vertices outward along the normals. That second mesh is your cage because it catches all the high poly detail and projects it to the texture. If pieces end up red in your baking tool, that means they're not inside the cage, they won't bake, and you'll get weird blank spots. Whether your tool shows the cage or not, the underlying principle is the same, and sometimes you'll have to move high or low poly pieces into separate spaces so they don't project on each other. Finally, don't forget to mirror your symmetry pieces so they all get baked data from the texture, and combine the parts together once the bake is done. Now you can see how symmetry actually works in the model. I kept the most visible parts asymmetrical so I can bring more variation to the textures and make those areas feel unique and alive. By the way, this video is part of my ongoing devlog for Hexoto project Mutoboto, the development of a dark sci-fi roguelite about biomechanical evolution and survival after the end of life. The blog isn't just about art, it's about everything that goes into making a game. Alright, that's it. All you need to get your bake clean, your maps ready, no stress. Follow for the next phase, materialization. We're building this thing step by step. Next step, evolution. We evolve, corrupt, and survive together.